got our next topic sent in here by one of our viewers asking about a work stoppage on Daredevil. What do we got?
This is from Geeky Gator.
Gator.
Hey, John and crew. It looked like Daredevil was going to be able to continue production without too much trouble because apparently all the scripts have been finalized. But now the strike has gotten Daredevil too. There's a story that the WGA writers are protesting where Daredevil is shooting, and all the local Teamsters and members of IATSE are refusing to cross the picket line, thus shutting the production down. How badly do you think this disrupts production, and could its release date be pushed back?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. Yeah, listen, it's been a big thing going on ever since the writer's strike has ended. The big conversations have been, okay, which movies and TV shows already have their scripts locked, are already in production and won't be affected, and which ones will be affected. And, we just talked about yesterday about Blade is shut down now because they literally just hired a new writer, and then the next day the writer's strike happened, so that shut that down. We've heard Stranger Things season, what is it going to be now? Season 5? 5. Stranger Things new season is now on hold because of that, but there have been other things. And one of the things that we were told is now going to be able to move forward because all the scripts were locked was Daredevil. Well, turns out the writer's strike can get you in more ways than one. Because according to reports coming out now, the production on Daredevil, at least for now, has been shut down. Now, this comes to us from Deadline, and they posted up a tweet that was put out by the Writers Guild of America East that said this: WGA members on strike set up a sunrise picket line at Silver Cup East, where they're supposed to be filming Daredevil. But members of the Teamsters Local 817 and IATSE, who remember last year had their own potential strike situation and had to do their own negotiations, locals 829 and 52 are refusing to cross the picket line. And because those people can't be there, because those union members, those Teamster members, IATSE members, with doing all the other stuff, that all the work that needs to be done on the set of a production of a television show or a movie, because they're not there, they can't work. So even though the scripts were done, the picket lines is stopping production being done. How bad could this be? I honestly don't think it'll be that bad. I think right now, what they're doing is symbolically making noise, which is exactly what a striking organization should be doing. They should be making noise. But I don't think their plan is to keep Daredevil shut down. My guess is, and it's only a guess, and Chris, you'll be able to speak to this better than I can. My guess is you're going to see a rotating and revolving locations of protests. Because I think Billions got shut down for an identical reason. Now Daredevil got shut down, but I don't think they're just going to weigh anchor down on Daredevil and keep that. I think now they're probably going to go off to another production somewhere and disrupt as much as they can, which is exactly what a striking body should do. So in the long run, my guess, and it's just a guess, my guess is I don't think this will have any long-term effects on Daredevil. And I honestly wouldn't be shocked to find out they go back into production today, or maybe it'll stretch on for a few days, but I don't think that'll be long-term repercussions. We'll find out there. Anyway, Chris, you saw this report. Right now, Daredevil's shut down. So I don't know. What do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, we are mobilizing to different locations, everyone who's striking. So that is going to be a thing where you aren't necessarily crossing that picket line at the same place every single day. But I will say, I just want to speak to the solidarity here, because the Hollywood Reporter reported on this a few days ago. On May 3rd, there was a big solidarity meetup, basically, at the Shrine Auditorium here in LA. And it was, Teamsters, IATSE, SAG, DGA, all these folks coming together. And I just want to read this quote from it, too. This is from Lindsay Darty, the head of the Teamsters Local 399. "The only way we're going to beat these motherfuckers is if we do it together." Another person there said, "I've been around 25 years and have never seen all the unions this united or on the same page. They're all getting variously screwed by these companies, and they know the only way to win is to stick together. It's 1,000,000% different from the last time around."
Wow.
So this solidarity that everyone is showing is very, very different from the previous strikes. And it looks like that this is going to be everyone just really, really coming together to make these changes. The president just weighed in on this. The president of the United States just weighed in on the writer's strike, saying that they should get fair wages and everything. So I'm hoping that this all means that these strikes are going to end soon and that negotiations will actually happen where things won't just be completely dismissed. There'll actually be a discussion and they're going to come to terms on things. And hopefully that means that these shows, these Marvel shows and these other shows that are in production can get back to what they need to be doing, making great quality entertainment for you. And once again, everyone, it's not a good writers versus bad writers or anything like that. It is all WGA members, all writers, every writer that you've ever loved who's made a show, they're part of this union, okay? So these are folks too who are just trying to get what they deserve, and it stinks that maybe some of these shows are going to have some casualties and we might lose some quality here. But honestly, in the long run, I'm very, very proud of all of our various unions, including mine, for standing up for themselves.
All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? You know, I'm reminded of this thing, my real estate agent, when Ann and I bought our first house a couple of years ago, and we're entering into the negotiations of it. He said something that has always stuck with me. He said, the key to a successful negotiation is when everybody ends up a little unhappy. You know, because you've always heard the terms like a good negotiation is when everybody walks away happy. No, actually, the sign of a good negotiation is when everybody walks away a little bit unhappy. And we'll see if that turns out to be the case between the producers and the writers. Guys, what do you think about this? Now some shows that we're really looking forward to, like Daredevil, are being delayed at this point. I don't think there'll be a long-term delay, but you never know, but maybe they can get back to shooting really quickly. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, MasterClass. With MasterClass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn filmmaking from James Cameron himself, you know, the guy who made 3 of the 4 biggest films of all time. Improve your writing by taking screenwriting from one of the greatest who's ever done it, Aaron Sorkin. Or maybe learn how to make great comedic content by taking comedy by the one and the only Judd Apatow. And many of you guys know I'm a big poker guy, and I recently got a chance to sit down and watch Daniel Negreanu, one of the greatest poker players in the world, teach poker. It was absolutely fantastic. But guys, whatever you're interested in, there is a class for you with over 180 exclusive classes taught by the instructors you know and love. And you can explore lessons in any order you'd like, across your phone, tablet, Apple TV, computer, and on the go with audio mode. Individual lessons range from about 10 to 15 minutes in length that fit easily into your everyday life. Guys, I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every class, and as a John Campea Show listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea now. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off Masterclass.